Welcome everyone to our weekly Sunday service. My name is Athena. I will be helping lead our service portion today. A little bit about Sanctuary Church for those who may not have joined us before. Sanctuary is a 508c1a faith-based organization. We use psilocybin mushrooms as sacrament to connect us to divinity. It is our sincere belief that the consumption of psilocybin-containing mushrooms is a communion which brings us closer to what is commonly called God. We understand this concept as pure consciousness, which permeates all being. This pure consciousness is, we believe, the ineffable source of creation and the origin of health and well-being. Our faith in sacred mushrooms stems from prehistorical use by our ancestors and personal experiences of our modern members. It is our belief that psilocybin-containing mushrooms are one of the greatest sacraments that nature offers, raising our awareness so that we can access a direct connection to the source of life. We should not be mistaken for a medical or therapeutic organization. We encourage anyone facing trauma recovery or mental health issues to work in conjunction with a psychiatrist, psychologist, or accredited therapist. Our objective is to help and support you in reconnecting with your universal source of healing, your own divine spirit. As we get ready to begin today's service, we ask that you mute your mics if they're not muted already. We want to let you know this meeting is being recorded, which if you have any questions about, feel free to reach out privately. A portion of this service, we will invite you to journal, so now's a good time to grab a notebook and pen if you'd like to participate in that. And please do, if possible for you, find a comfortable space where you can relax and be present for the service. Today's service portion is around 30 minutes of silent participation on your part, during which time we'll begin with a short meditation. We'll read the poem which the church has adopted as our acknowledgement of oneness with all that is, titled A Litany of Gratitude. A reading from our rotating text, along with an opportunity to journal your thoughts around the reading, and a reading from our main text, the Tao Te Ching. After that, we'll bring the official service to a close, and from there we'll move into an optional discussion period, which we've allowed 90 minutes for until noon Eastern, and do invite you to participate if you feel called. Welcome. Thank you for joining our sanctuary community and celebration today. As we begin our statement of faith, we recognize that this statement does not exhaust the full extent of our faith. We believe that sacred mushrooms are a primary source of personal and divine revelation. We seek counsel from the mushroom to find direction and inspiration in our faith practice. And we believe that all individuals who seek true revelation from divinity can do so. I invite Courtney to lead us in our meditation this morning.
Thank you, Athena. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here with us this morning. I invite you to join me in this short meditation where we will be celebrating the close of summer. This is actually the last Sunday service of the summer season, as autumn equinox is September 23rd. So I invite you to get in a comfortable position. And if you can, have your feet rooted on the ground, if you're able to do that. And close your eyes. And take a few intentional breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. One more time, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. I invite you to settle in over the next few minutes. Let's start with touching base with our feet planted on the ground. Really tap into the warmth of the earth. Feeling the richness of the summer sun all the energy that's gone into the earth over the last few months. Feel that connection of energy moving into your feet. You may notice the sensation of your feet warming up. You can even envision, as we start with the feet and move through the body, a radiant light that surrounds the feet and moves through the body as we invite the summer warmth and energy from the earth to move with us as we move through our bodies over the next few minutes. Let's continue to move up the body, just touching base with the different parts of our body, utilizing that warm energy from the earth, moving into our calves, and bringing that energy into our knees. And I invite you to also, as we move through the body, hone in on that feeling of gratitude for being able to have this experience right here, right now. Gratitude for the sun and all of its service over the last few months. And gratitude to the earth for holding us in this human form. Continuing to move up the body into our upper legs. Continuing to feel the warmth radiating from the ground and the earth up through our bodies, nourishing each cell, our muscles, bones, moving into our hips. And up through our torso. Again, tapping into that warmth, the connection we have with the earth. And moving into our upper body, feeling that warmth of the earth, nourishing our vital organs, our heart, our lungs. Taking a moment to offer some gratitude to our heart and our lungs. They so loyally show up for us in each moment. Connect with the elements here on earth, the sun, the wind. Touching base with the sensation of the wind and the air moving through our lungs. We may notice this time of year the feeling of transition in the air and in our bodies. Just taking a moment to acknowledge that and offer the whole process some gratitude. Moving up through our shoulders, our arms, bringing that warmth from the summer season with us. Moving up through our neck and into our head. I invite you to, with your mind's eye, really see that radiant energy pouring out from our bodies as we've so lovingly taken the time through this meditation to touch base with and acknowledge our bodies working in unison with the earth, in this life experience as we move out of the summer season. Let's just sit with this for the next couple of moments. Know that you can bring this radiant energy into the rest of the Sunday service, into your day and week ahead. Let's conclude this meditation with a few intentional breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. One more breath, really sealing the meditation in through the nose and out through the mouth. Before you open your eyes, give your fingers and your toes some gentle wiggles. You may give a full body stretch. And when you're feeling ready and complete, I invite you to open your eyes and come back into the service. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Courtney. Now take a moment to acknowledge our subtle sacrament ministers, those who are engaging in sacrament today, any day, sending them love and gratitude. And as we move into our litany of gratitude, I invite you to unmute your mics and join me when I say, we live in all things live in us. We live by the sun, we feel by the moon, we move by the stars. We live in all things.
All things live in us.
We eat from the earth, we drink from the rain, we breathe of the air. We live in all
things.
All
Things live in us.
We call to each other, we listen to each other, our hearts deepen with love and compassion. We live in
all things.
All
All
things live in us.
We depend on the trees and animals. We depend on the earth. Our minds open with wisdom and insight. We live in all things. All
things live in us.
We dedicate our practice to others. We include all forms of life. We celebrate the joy of living and dying. We live in
all things. All things live in us.
We are full of life. We are full of death. We are grateful for all beings and companions. Thank you, everyone. If you would please resume from the group as we move forward in our service. And I invite Margot to help us with our first reading.
Good morning, everyone. It's reading by Mary Magdalene Revealed by Megan Watterson, paraphrased. Jesus said to them, when you make the two into one, and when you make the inner like the outer, and the outer like the inner, the upper like the lower, and when you make the male and the female into a single one, so that the male will not be a male, nor the female be female. When you make eyes in place of an eye, and a hand in place of a hand, a foot in place of a foot, an image in place of an image, then you will enter the kingdom. The Gospel of Thomas. In college, had a girl crush on the Tibetan Green Tara, a female Buddha, because of a vow she made to put an end to the illusion that a male or female body is more powerful or holy than the other. She is known as the mother of libertation and will do anything to help us cross over from illusion to awareness. The story goes, She loved spending her days talking spiritual truths with a group of monks. At one point, they became so impressed with her and elevated by what she taught them that they told her they would pray for her to reincarnate as a mas, so that she could become enlightened. Realizing the monks are deeply blinded by the illusion that the female body could inhibit enlightenment, Tara flips the prayer back on them. She vows right then and there to always incarnate as a female Buddha until all beings are freed from the suffering that this illusion perpetuates. Form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. When in the Gospel of Mary, Christ says, "Do not lay down any rule beyond what I have determined for you," perhaps he is referring to the illusion that a person can only be worth leading a church if they are born male. The Gospel of Mary wants us to see that we are not just this body, we are a soul. This human body is the soul's chance to be here. And this human body, whether male or female or anything in the spectrum between, does not delimit or determine what is possible for us.
Thank you, Margot. As we move into our reflection around this reading, I invite you to think about these prompts. Explore your own prejudices for a moment. What beliefs do you hold that see limitations as they relate to form or gender? Are some of those beliefs more valid than others? While this exercise may be difficult, it is also important to continue to assess our own ingrained biases if we are to relieve ourselves of them. We'll take 5 minutes to reflect on this reading. you'd like to begin finishing up your thoughts. We'll begin moving into our next reading. The paradoxical nature of life and its mysteries are best experienced through the ineffable space we find in our communion with the mushroom. For more than 2,000 years, the Tao Te Ching has provided guidance and instruction for exploring the paradox of existence. It is for this reason that we employ the Tao Te Ching as our primary sacred text and invite all to study it further as you delve deeper into the mystery of life. I invite Jennifer to help us with our next reading.
The Tao Te Ching, 43. The softest of all things overrides the hardest of all things. Only nothing can enter into no space. Hence, I know the advantages of non-ado. Few things under heaven are as instructive as the lessons of silence, or as beneficial as the fruits of non-ado.
Thank you, Jennifer. We'll begin closing out our Sunday service with announcements. Courtney.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Our announcements this week. Our virtual circles and workshops are now open to members for no additional cost and non-members for a suggested $5 donation. Virtual offerings this week include Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, Internal Family Systems. Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, Meet Your Power Music Workshop. Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, Psilocybin and Sobriety. Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, our book club. To register and find all the Zoom links, you can go to our events calendar, which you find on sanctuary.org on that menu drop down. And this Wednesday, Eric will be leading our in-person community circle at Clifton Universalist Unitarian in Louisville, Kentucky. The circle is donation-based and open to all members of our community. Sanctuary membership is not required. You can register again via our events calendar on sanctuary.org. If you haven't checked out our events calendar, I would check it out regularly. We've got lots of stuff added to it all the time. Thank you to the 19 women who will be joining us in our Autumn Women's Subtle Sacrament program. For those of you who wanted to join but weren't able to this time around, stay tuned for more details coming in the next couple of months for our Winter Women's Subtle Sacrament program. And we hope to see you at the Kentucky Mushroom Festival, October 6th through 8th, where Sanctuary will be a featured sponsor with many of our members and ministers facilitating workshops and volunteering at our mushroom theme camp. If you haven't yet purchased a ticket and would like to, please know that official Sanctuary members receive 10% off tickets. You can see that discount code in the member benefits section of your member portal. And finally, next Sunday, we will be hosting a short ordination ceremony during our regularly scheduled Sunday service to celebrate the journey of our most recent myself and friends and family ministers who've completed our July through September programs. We hope to see all of you there to honor our new Sanctuary ministers. And that's all for today.
Thank you, Courtney. Very exciting stuff. All right, fundraising with James.
Oh, no need to talk much about money this week. Super thrilled to hear Courtney's list of announcements increase every week, week over week over week. And I have some hope for some exciting announcements in the month to come. But for this, for now, relax, enjoy yourself, and remember another week where I didn't ask you for money before I got really annoyed.
Thanks, James. Membership, Stephen.
Good morning, everybody. We have 5 new members this week to announce. We have Benjamin from Kentucky, Corey from Illinois, Don from Kentucky, Brandy from New Mexico, and Josh from Arkansas. So welcome, everyone.
Yes, welcome. And if you're curious about our 5-step membership onboarding process, you can visit our website, psanctuary.org, to learn more information. All right, closing out our service, recognizing we've come together with intentions of service to the land and all its inhabitants. It is in our hearts to go forth into the world with the collective consciousness. We encourage you to stay for continued fellowship and conversation around our readings today. And for those unable to stay, we thank you for being with us. As we further our conversation, please remember all perspectives are welcome as we search for the spiritual truth that unites us all. Much love to everyone today.